What's up, y'all? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story reminds me of like 2015. It reminds me of like the old days on this channel, some of the older story times. I was just in a call with one of my friends and I was talking to him about this story and he's like, yo, have you talked about that on your channel yet? Because that's like a classic story. And I was like, I don't think I have. And then after looking through my channel, I haven't. So we're talking about it today. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's jump into it. So today's story time all takes place back in 2014. Now, I was a pretty young kid in 2014, and my life at the time didn't consist of much other than going to school and smoking with my friends and playing video games. I talk about it all the time. That's pretty much all I did back then. So one day, after school, I'm sitting in my room playing some MW2, enjoying my life, no worries in the world. Only thing I had to focus on in life was who I was going to snipe next with my intervention, like a fucking nerd. And yeah, I was having a great day, right? School was done. I was enjoying myself. And then I thought to myself, you know what would make this day a lot better? If I got high. So I hit up one of my friends. Let's just call his friend Ryan. Ryan sold weed, and he was my plug at the time. And I hit up Ryan, and I was like, yo, are you good on a dub? Which, if anyone doesn't speak nerdy stoner terms, a dub meant $20 worth of weed. At least in my area, it did. He's like, yeah, man, I'm good on it. Meet me at the Burger King by your house. Because we were so young, we didn't have cars yet. So he was going to walk to the Burger King by my house, and I was going to walk there too and meet him. So I'm like, bet, be there in like 20 minutes, because it was like a 20-minute walk. So I leave my house, I start the journey, the fucking mythical journey up the hill to the scuffed Burger King to buy a $20 bag of weed. That was what was happening. And of course, halfway through the walk, it starts fucking raining. So I get soaked, and I smell like a goddamn wet dog when I get to the Burger King. I walk in, I'm soaking wet, my friend's dry, and he's like, bro, why are you wet? I was like, bro, it fucking rained. He's like, oh, well, I got here just in time then. And I was like, fuck you, dude, do you have it? He's like, yeah, I got it, you got the money? I was like, yeah, of course. So me and my friend proceed to go into the bathroom and do this fucking weed deal in the middle of the Burger King bathroom. And someone was literally shitting in the stall, which made it 10 times more awkward. But we got the deal done quickly, and we shook hands and went our separate ways, and I proceed to walk back to my house 20 minutes in the pouring rain. And yeah, I get back to my house, I dry off from the rain, I smoke a little bit, I jump back on MW2, and I'm having a great day, right? My day is instantly a lot better now that all of that was behind me. And then I decide, I'm a little bit hungry right now. Now, of course, that was just the weed talking, but yeah, as you know, weed can make you a little bit hungry. So I had the munchies like a motherfucker, and I was like, all right, I'm starving. I have no food in my house that I want to eat. I'm going to go back out and walk somewhere. So I look through some of the fast food places nearby. I find this KFC that's like 10 minutes up the road, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to walk there. The rain slowed down. It wasn't raining as hard. It was way closer than Burger King was, and I figured if I fast walk or I run, I can get there in under 10 minutes. So I set out on my journey. It was right on this main road right by my house. I walked there, I get there fine, I wasn't soaking wet like the fucking Burger King walk, it wasn't raining as hard, I get in the KFC, I order food, I eat, I finish eating, and then I start walking back home. Now this is really where the story picks up. So about halfway through my walk home, a police officer drives by me, and I don't think anything of it, I'm not looking sketchy, the police officer's probably got other shit to worry about, so I'm not paranoid, right? But then all of a sudden, the police officer turns into a parking lot and turns around, and then starts coming back towards me. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's sketchy. Like, why is that a thing? And then the next thing I know, the police officer is pulling into a parking lot next to me, and he turns his sirens on and does like the come here motion with his hand through his window. Now at this point, I'm shitting myself because I forgot to take the weed out of my pocket, so it's still in my back pocket. I probably reek like weed because it's on me, and I'm still absolutely obliterated. So, I feel pretty much fucked at this point. Like, I'm going to go to kid jail or something, right? So I walk over to the police officer. He rolls his window down, and he goes, hey, where you heading, man? I was like, I'm just heading back from KFC. I just got food. He goes, how old are you? And I forgot my age for a second. I was like, 15. He goes, you sure? I was like, yeah, why? He goes, it took you a minute there. Like, most people know their age off the top of their head. Are you okay? I was like, yeah. And he goes, why don't you sit down? And he gets out and he opens his back door of his police car, to which I actually start freaking out inside. And I was like, am I being arrested? He's like, no, you're not being arrested. It's just raining out. I want to talk to you a little more. I was like, okay. So I sit down in the car, and the minute I sit down, the entire backseat reeks like weed because of what's in my back pocket, and I just sat on it like an idiot. And literally immediately the cop notices. He's like, damn, you smell like skunk. I was like, do I? Sorry, like, I don't know why. And he's like, okay. And he definitely knew what was going on. There's no doubt in my mind this cop knew that I had weed on me. But luckily, he strayed away from that, and he was like, okay, so where'd you say you were coming from? I was like, KFC, I just got food. He's like, yeah, got the munchies, and he winks at me. And that's when it confirmed it. I was like, okay, yeah, he definitely knows that I'm fucking gone right now. So anyway, after he says that, I look like I'm about to shit myself, and I was like, no, I was just hungry. He's like, yeah, man, it's all good. Anyway, you want to ride home? How close do you live? And I was like, just down the street. It's only a couple minute walk. He's like, nah, man, I'm going to give you a ride. What's your address? And I give it to him, and he proceeds to give me a ride home. And the whole ride home, I am terrified. And he pulls in my driveway, and he's like, are your parents home? I was like, no, why? He's like, just checking. Listen, man, like I said earlier, you're not getting arrested. You're not getting in trouble. I'm not going to tell your parents anything. I'm just worried about your safety. You were walking alone in the rain. Some people are weirdos. I don't want you getting snatched up or something. You were kind of in a dangerous area. So I was just looking out for your safety, man. So listen, I'm going to drop you off. If you could, please don't venture out for the rest of the day, at least until your parents are home and they can give you permission for that. I'm assuming they didn't know you were out today, right? I was like, nah, they didn't know I went to KFC. He's like, all right, yeah, I figured. Yeah, I'm just looking out for your safety, man. So have a good one. And I get out of the car. I tell him thank you. And I go inside my house. And let me fucking tell you, the minute that door closed, the minute my front door closed and I got in my house, I let out the biggest laugh. Like, I laughed hysterically for a fucking, 10-minute period because of how unbelievable it was and how high I still was. I just laughed to myself like a crazy person because I can't believe I just got away with that. But then I thought about it even more, and I was like, wait a minute. What if the cop was just playing good cop? What if he was just putting on an act, and he's going to wait here for my parents and snitch on me? And then I get all paranoid. The weed paranoia starts setting in, and I duck down, and I go up to my window, and I look out the window, and I see the cop's gone. And I was like, oh, okay, the cop left. He's not going to wait for my parents. And the paranoia was gone, and I went to my room and kept playing MW2 for the rest of the day, and had a wonderful rest of my day. And yeah, later that night when my mom got home, she walked in, and she was like, you do anything interesting today? I was like, just played some video games. She's like, yeah, what else is new? And she had no idea. And now she will, because she's going to see this video. But yeah, moral of this story is, don't be like 2014 Luna, because I just got into a whole bunch of shit back then. But yeah, guys, I thought the story time was kind of a crazy, funny one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.
Wake up, everybody treating me different. I know it's just life is a misfit. Fake love, everybody's starting to give it. I don't want a single